Welcome back, attractive and well-educated watchers, to a brand new episode of The Frontier. Last time we left off, the party arrived at an old abandoned university wherein the Bunny Tar people, which came before the Harangon, were doing great and terrible war with the fair folk of the Lady in Grey. Apparently, the blue orb within has been corrupted and used against them, and now the entire university, from before the collapse, has become a battleground. Everybody, feel free to introduce yourselves.
I'm Anase Skywriter, playing Aldous Ronan, the Human Armor Artificer.
Adam, that's you.
I'm Adam, playing Torner Firestrike. I think I might be lagging.
You're certainly falling in and out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely some lag there. Give me 2 seconds.
No problem. Calden, feel free to introduce yourself in the meantime.
Yeah.
I'm Flicker, playing Calden, the Bladesinger.
Alright.
Alec?
Sorry. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing there. People going in and out, people having problems. Who introduced themselves and who didn't?
You're next.
I'm next. Okay. I'm playing Oleg, the crazy goblinoid and volunteer party menace. Now enhanced with wig, pet, squirrel, and a bunch of useless steel.
Didn't your wig and stuff get vaporized into steam?
You're right. I'm playing Oleg, the crazy goblinoid and volunteer party menace. Now without clothes, still with pet and squirrel, and still with a bunch of useless steel. That is clearly not attached to myself, because there are no clothes.
Amazing.
I'm Seth Gatomia. I play a Narukultor, Druid of Land, and Requisite Group Furry.
And now, Adam, how you doing over there?
Well, let's find out. I'm Adam. I'm playing Torner Firestrike, the Circle of Wildfire Dwarf Druid.
Excellent. You got through the whole thing. We think this is good. Alright, so we think we will be reading a bit of block text, so here you go. After a night of interesting and perhaps rambunctious reveling with the Bunny Tars, you are led deep into the bowels of the long-abandoned university, explained by the Rabbitar scholar that leads you through the old ducts of the tunnels. Beyond that range, nearly an hour and a half through long, dark hallways, you finally break through a metal grate into a glorious open area that reveals finely tended land. The sun shines in, though surrounding is all hillsides and difficult terrain that must have preserved this little area for hundreds of thousands of years. Automata wander around, spraying the ground with strange fluids, while, further in, you see a large man with a rotund belly moving around a wheelbarrow full of what looks to be radishes. From a distance, you can see that he has dark brown skin and a straw hat, his body covered by overalls and a long bit of straw sticking out of his mouth. The bunny scribe motions her pen toward the man, who stands next to a small hut, presumably for storage. As you approach, he stops what he's doing and raises the front of his hat brim. And you suddenly realize he's literally a humanoid potato. "I've seen you here before," he says slowly. "Where are you from?" He looks kinda like this guy in relevant pictures.
Here we go.
Whoops, that's totally not proper. He looks kinda like this guy. And we'll get there, don't worry. He looks kinda like this guy in relevant pictures.
Amazing.
He's a literal humanoid potato. Yes. So, yeah, he's around this.
Constantly in a vegetative state.
Yes. We can assume so. So, yeah. Where are you from? I ain't seen you here before.
We come from the east. We're traveling further westward. We happen to, come across this place. And we came upon a great battle happening just outside.
A great battle? Oh, from the weird folks, I reckon.
That's
Yes.
Tell
Which
me,
ones?
folks, do you eat root vegetables? He leans in suspiciously.
It's nice
Occasionally.
No, actually, I don't.
It's nice to meet you.
Say again. We didn't hear anything you said, Adam.
It's nice to eat. I mean, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Cause we're serving up tonight a nice big stew down in the communal pot, center of town square. Everybody's invited.
Oh, how
As long as it's
delightful.
not made of sentient people, I'm okay with that.
We would hope they're made of sentient people. Well, we didn't hear the beginning thing.
He said he hopes they're not made of sentient
Oh.
people.
They're not. Oh, right. Yes.
And
Oh,
then
okay.
Not
Sorry.
eating him for dinner or his family.
So you, what do you say in response? Yes?
As long as they're not made of sentient people, that's good.
Well, I don't know rightly what all sentient is, but I know there's settling down to be an execution going on tonight due to a nasty criminal getting into a spit of trouble. But we all make sure to drown our sorrows in the shine afterward and make sure to have a good stew dinner. Come on down. The missus probably has prepared something. Y'all look hungry.
It has been a while.
I'm
I could eat.
going to look at Inaro and say, I have questions, and I don't know if I want the answers.
Look over at a Gnarl and in Sylvan say, how does he have a missus? Does he have a... Does he have a... That's the end of that sentence.
And the Gnarl's not going to understand a thing of what he said because she doesn't speak Sylvan.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? I thought you spoke Sylvan.
She speaks Elven, Druidic, Dwarven, Gnomish, and Common.
I could have sworn you had Sylvan on your...
I
character.
speak Sylvan.
We're dying over
So what does
here.
Kaladin answer then?
Yeah,
Not
okay,
giving
so
no-
look at
I am not dignifying that with a fucking answer.
So, he leads you on to his home, where you see that his wife, a tall but slightly portly purple yam woman, is in the kitchen, puttering away, and she goes, "Oh, look at that! You brought guests! Oh, why don't you come on in? We got some orange juice in the back if you're interested."
Sounds like it would be nice.
Free talk to.
Thank you.
Mr. Garrison?
Say again? Adam?
When it went with that accent and that voice, I heard Mr. Garrison.
Not at all an inspiration, but, you know, hear what you want to hear.
I'm sorry. It's just and all that. I'm operating off of faulty equipment here, so
no problem. So the large potato man rolls over to the counter, gives his wife a kiss on the cheek, and she goes off into the back to presumably get some of that juice, whilst he takes some radishes and a knife from the wheelbarrow that he's been pushing around the entire time and starts chopping up radishes on the thing and goes, "Well, I reckon we can probably get something to eat and then go out and go down to town square since I just got done with day's labors. watch the execution, then probably get dinner after that, and then afterward, if there's room, you mind staying for dessert? My wife makes an amazing apple pie.
Sure.
You can
That
tell
would be
these people
delightful.
eat a lot. Like a lot.
We'll get some dinner, get out of bed, get some dinner. Don't forget, by the way, get some dinner.
Yeah, well, right now they're just making lunch. You know?
Yeah, we just missed 11Z.
Right, yeah, you know, just a little bit ago. So as he's chopping, feel free to ask him what you want. You know, chuck.
Aldous will not impose. He
So,
kind of doesn't really want to be here.
So, if I may be so bold to ask, how long has your family been here?
Oh, probably been here about as long as anybody can remember. Yeah, this is the old Yamington House farm.
Interesting.
Yup.
I don't think you're going to get a precise answer.
Still gives me ideas.
Yamington? As in yam, as in
Yamington.
potato?
Yup.
That is a very beautiful name.
Why, thank you. And what's your name?
I'm Oleg.
That is a lovely name, sir.
Thank you so much.
Well, not much really happens out here except the recent weird folk on the far end. And everybody roll a perception check. Or perception check. As he's talking to you, everybody roll a perception check. Turner, you notice as he's chopping that he chops his thumb off and then just slides it into the bowl.
Okay, what is he chopping specifically?
He's chopping like radishes and stuff.
Okay. Does his thumb start to grow back?
Well, I mean, he's moving his hands around, so it's difficult to tell, but you definitely saw him accidentally chop his own thumb off.
With absolutely no reaction whatsoever. Good to know.
Does not seem to be a reaction, yeah. Yup.
Does Turner point this out to us?
Oleg doesn't notice shit. Only Turner notices this.
I repeat, does Turner inform us of this?
He just keeps going back to chopping radishes, you know, talking to you about things.
I don't think
just-
I've got an opportunity to... You know what? I'm just going to say, hey, yeah, you're alright. Your thumb looks like you got caught up in the mix there.
Oh, look at that. Sometimes these things happen in life, right? And he just goes back to chopping. He doesn't bleed or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it.
Okay. Yeah,
Goes
he's
back
cool
to
with it.
chopping, and the wife comes back in with a nice tall clay pitcher of orange juice, delicious smelling. There you go, fresh squeezed.
Why, thank you. Narl's gonna, take the pitcher and, get a cup and, pour some.
It's just occurred to me.
Just sorry for disrupting. Shy. Can you DM to me again what Oleg had as this magical thingy? Or did that only happen once?
We can tell you one of the things that is ongoing.
Yeah.
Does Oleg not have the Grimishka head anymore?
No, he does.
Nope.
It's a magical item.
That one is luckily been
So-
spared.
So
Yeah.
the magic items didn't go away.
Yeah, a lot of magic items didn't go away, and everything else.
So he stole his clothes.
His
'Cause
glamour
it was-
armor?
Yeah,
Ah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Oleg
You do.
has glamour studded leather.
Do you not wear any clothes underneath that?
No.
Ow, but okay.
Hey,
yes,
look,
just
look,
like
look.
Flicker's other
He
character.
wouldn't wear any clothes. Except that at some point his girlfriend said you have to wear clothes, and Babushka said you have to wear clothes. And so he just wears whatever he's given. And when you know his girlfriend gave him the armor, because it's from her father, obviously. You know, when she gave him the armor, he basically decided, okay, that's what I'm wearing now, and there was nothing else underneath.
This is a fascinating discovery. We just don't even know how to respond any other way. We're just amazed. Like,
Yeah, although I did like in the last episode because obviously we didn't know, so the clothes were just not there, so we kind of
Right.
just run with that.
oh my god, that's really
It disrupted
funny.
the glamour and made his clothes invisible.
It wasn't all of the clothes; it was cloth. But wow, if your whole entire like outfit is made of leather and illusions, that's not cloth. So like a bunch of your like bags and shit went away or got rolled for or what have you, but damn. Wow. That's pretty intense.
I guess that means I
do?
can re-equip the glamored studded leather on Oleg's character sheet for his...
So as
Okay,
you
definitely.
you're watching things being taken care of, you see a bunch of little purple and white yam children running on, and this guy, by the way, now that you look at him a little closer, it seems like he's a yam and she's a purple yam. So you see a bunch of purple and white yam children run in and go, oh, daddy, and hug him as he's cooking, and he hugs them, and they're very small, and he says, all right, go out back, children. We're gonna be making dinner, but that'll be in a little bit. And so they'll go run out, and then shortly after he says he needs to go get himself some tubers from the back, and comes in with a bunch of sliced up purple and white yams, and puts those in the pot also. And then sits down on his chair in front of you and goes, so what brings you round these parts?
We're traveling westward in hopes of...
Pardon?
Sorry. We're traveling westward in hopes of routing the Lady in Grey's army.
The Lady in Grey? Oh, I never heard of nobody special sounding like that. We got us a mayor, though.
Well, she's a very powerful Fey being, and I doubt she'd be around here. Her army is, though. We did meet some of them along the way.
Army? You talking about the weird folk? He asks.
Yes, I believe the weird folk might be the same army we're talking about.
Can you describe the
Aldous
weird folk?
Can Aldous take out like a piece of paper and with his magical tinkering essentially show him a picture of what they look like?
Can we just point to Oleg and say like him but shorter?
Well, they had more than just goblins, but okay, yeah.
Oh my god. If you want to draw a picture of them, yes. You can draw like Hobgoblin and go like, yeah, those are the weird folk. Kinda like him, but not so pretty.
I'm not weird.
Like,
Sorry.
no offense, but yes, you are.
Oh, that one. That was a good one.
Oleg is upset, and he's like, okay, I go get some fresh air, and he goes out.
Oh god, he's gonna run away.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, is it time?
I'm gonna look at Calden, then I'm gonna look at Starwing, then I'm gonna look at Calden, then I'm gonna look at Starwing again. And then I just nod my head in Oleg's direction.
Gonna send Starwing out onto the roof. The most reliable way to figure out where the fuck he goes.
Starwing will be happy to report, or you will probably be happy to hear Starwing report that the children are playing out in the backyard. In like, the backfield.
Is Oleg playing with them?
Oleg, which way do you go?
Oleg tries to teach them how to, play, catch with stuff.
They play catch. They play catch plenty.
And there I was figuring you'd be like, I'm going to teach them how to defend themselves with a blade, because that's what I was taught growing up.
Oh,
But that's pretty
Honestly,
much what we're talking about. Play catch, meaning, play the branch with the stick and whack the branch until it's dead.
Honestly, I was expecting Oleg to try and teach them how to use the psychic blades.
You know what? I like that. Let's do that.
How to use your will to make weapons.
To make go to sneak daggers.
Or like, just
no.
will it. You just will it. You will, and then you focus the will, and then you will it.
Your will must be strong.
Oh my goodness.
This is great. So, yes, it is good. We imagine you'll be happy to hear that, as a matter of fact, he did not just slaughter his own children.
Oh, good. I was wondering about that.
Yep, the children are in the backfield, and Oleg goes in. When he leaves, he goes and he sees them with Starwing. So the lunch is delicious. It is a delightful, savory, largely vegetable stew with some pork in it. And then afterward, he invites you to go to the town square to see the public execution.
Yeah, sure, I'll go.
I'll go out of curiosity, because
I've never seen a vegetable executed before.
they're really on the chopping block.
Wait, the guillotine just looked like a large chef's knife.
That's the.
Oh,
I've got to see this execution method.
Wait. Instead of electric chair, do they just have a boiler? Just boil the vegetable.
Oh, mother.
man.
Or a deep fry.
Ride the oil.
So you'll, as you walk into town square, you'll notice it's actually quite a lovely little village. There's maybe 1,000 people around or what have you. And probably more importantly, these automata that are going around spraying the ground wherever plants are with this innocuous fluid, they're everywhere. There's, at least one of them for every weird potato person, weird tuber person. You notice also that the tubers aren't all yams. Some of them are normal potatoes, some of them are sweet potatoes, some of them are big radishes. They're all sorts of different ones.
But they're all root vegetables.
They're all humanoid-shaped root vegetables, yes. Yeah. And you'll notice that in the center of town square, where a statue or a fountain might be, there is instead a very, very large bubbling pot. And as you walk in, he points to various different places. That's the general store. That's the cartographer. That's the seed shop. And then he points to the bubbling pot. And that's the communal stew pot. Every night, everybody's allowed to come and take a few bowls from it. And it's refilled every day with the day's produce. We'll pitch in, of course.
Of course.
I hope not with your own thumbs.
So you'll notice that there's a lot of people who are, milling about, and, little child potatoes running around, and an old granny tater tubers walking around, and
Little tater tots
rolling by, and all of them have clothes and overalls and, little straw hats, and it's a very farmy type rural scenario. And then as you all get ready, then somebody pulls a platform with stairs out and rolls it on up toward the communal stew pot. And then you hear a horn, and everybody pays attention. as a very large, fat, potato-looking man with a big hat wanders up and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, today we shall bear witness to justice at work. Today we shall see the deliverance of an individual who broke the sacred laws of hospitality, our most important traditional rights." And the crowd cries and jeers and boos, and he says, and he holds up a hand. "I know it is a tragedy, but this criminal, understanding that he had done the greatest of all evils in turning away and laying hands upon guests of our community and drawing their sap and their blood, he has realized that it is unnecessary for us to exercise force upon him, and instead has offered himself to the community in holy penance." And the crowd, they cheer. And a large potato wanders forth naked, as without clothing, and the people jeer at him and they throw lettuce at him, and he is handed what appears to all the world to be a giant potato peeler, and he gets down on his hands, on his knees, and in silence he peels himself raw in front of the entire community, who gasp and cover their children's faces, or otherwise stand in staunch and tempered silence themselves. And then the man, in silence, clearly in pain, wanders up the stairs and throws himself into the great stew pot at the middle of the community. And the crowd cries, and he says, "And justice has been done. Let this be a lesson to those in the future who dare to harm those innocents who come into our community seeking aid and comfort." And the crowd disperses. And you can say or do whatever the hell you want now. There are marketplaces and stalls and a general store and so on.
Flicker, say that in voice chat. We're gonna get this on the record.
What the fuck did we just watch?
And I respond back in Sylvan. "I don't know. I really don't." I was expecting it to be like a third party or something. We might see one of the fair folk being executed because they were harming the village. I did not expect to see a potato peel himself.
Talk amongst yourselves about what you're going to do now. We're being called out real quick, but this is the point where you should roleplay and so forth.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What happened?
I was expecting execution. I was definitely not expecting to watch a potato peel himself.
I mean, he executed himself.
I'll be honest, I did kind of start to piece things together when I saw the giant pot that could fit something of these people's size, but I was still not prepared for that.
Execution via cannibalism is certainly not something I expected to see today.
I mean...
Yeah. Gnarl's still processing it, because it's like,
Potatoes are tasty.
Do you think they have internal organs?
I want to know,
they're
it's unfortunate
potatoes.
because Shy is gone, if the naked potato had a Mr. Potato. How do they breed?
I imagine
two potatoes love each other very much. They cut off a little piece of the skin with the eye of the potato, and they plant it in the ground together, and then it weaves together into a new potato.
Probably, actually, you're not far off. I mean, unless they flower eventually, that would be the only other way for potato people to reproduce.
flower and seeds, kind of like if a mommy and daddy potato like each other very much, they exchange a few, spores and stuff kind of thing. It's not
Yes.
spores, but you know what I mean.
God.
Apparently different types of yams can apparently reproduce together. What are the limits of this?
Anybody else hungry?
I'll just start making way too many notes.
just some culture shock here.
I mean, I've seen walking plant people, and yet for some reason, this is even more bizarre.
Well, the plant people didn't eat themselves. They didn't eat other plants.
Wait. You
That we
didn't
know
see
of.
them eat themselves.
It is possible that the mechanism that keeps these people alive is different from what keeps the other people alive. Because from what I've seen, the plant people back in our canyon, they are able to photosynthesize, but they are, they're the top part of the plant. They are the leaves and stuff. These people are, the roots. They don't photosynthesize like those do, so they might have to eat.
But they eat themselves.
I mean, it's not unheard of for Harangon to eat rabbits. Not other Harangon, obviously, but...
I was about to ask for clarification on that one.
He pages to another empty page in his book.
He does quickly clarify, no, not other Harangon, but some people do rabbits.
Okay, wait,
some
Oleg
other
has to
people
take
find
out
that
his
weird.
book, which no longer has a bag, but he has to take out his book and write few notes.
Well, because Shy changed it so you kept your magic items, you do still have your bag of holding.
Oh, cool. Okay, can I have my bag of holding back? Anasa.
I mean, I didn't take it out of your inventory or anything.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't delete anything. I did not touch anything other than unequipping, like, your armor.
Okay.
I imagine as we get further west, we're gonna see more of this kind of stuff. It's going to get weird.
I don't think anybody is going to believe any of these books that I'm writing.
Maybe.
I'm gonna wander to the pot.
You
and I'm gonna
can
take out
attest
the
to their
turkey
truth
that
under
I've got.
in a
And-
serving zone of truth if you must.
I'm gonna yep my jerky into the broth and just start munching just as a coping mechanism.
Oh
I'm gonna start drinking from my coffee, which I haven't done in a few episodes.
Okay, listen. Inaral, did I get this right? That if it's not Harangon, you can eat bunnies.
Yes. I mean,
So
you
if
eat
it's
rabbits.
not Verdan, I can eat goblins.
I feel like that might be a big difference.
I was going to say animals aren't really people, it's not the same thing, in front of druids.
Alright, so we're back. What did we miss?
Oh, I can't get
Discussions of cannibalism.
Oh boy.
You see, Inaral just told the group that sometimes Harangon eat bunnies. And Oleg's obvious question was, well, so as long as they're not Harangon, the bunnies can be eaten by Harangon.
And
So
then
if
my
the
response-
goblins are not Verdans, then he can eat goblins.
And then my response in front of the two druids is basically just, oh, animals aren't people, that's a little different.
We're reminded of how there was definitely some Neanderthals and Homo sapiens eating each other at some point. Is that cannibalism?
Well, I was thinking humans and monkeys too as well, like that's a thing.
Considerably
be-
larger differentiation.
Well, if we're
Yeah.
talking
Except
about,
that
if we're
humans
talking
are
about-
monkeys.
if we're talking about Harangon versus just wild rabbits, that feels almost as comparable as humans and monkeys, though monkeys are, smarter.
And
Other
shy.
You want to know what's
I would
what's
probably
screwed
argue
up
that yes,
about?
it is cannibalism.
You want to know what's
because
screwed
humans
up about
interbred with them.
Harengon eating rabbits?
What is
Tian Tong is the only faction in Crypt Canyon with rabbits that grows and domesticates rabbits.
That's truly wonderful.
Just work that out in your head, just roll that around in your noggins, draw whatever conclusions you will.
What were you saying, Flicker?
I imagine the people raising the rabbits would definitely receive special training of distinguishing Harengon babies from wild rabbits.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
This is a person! This is
Was there an incident? Was there an incident? I need to know this.
Needs to know this too. Was there an incident? Because that sounds like very specific training.
It does.
I don't think there is, but I might have drawn the comparison, and some forward thinker went, we might for this.
That was a little farther than we considered.
You have a community of druids, so they have enough wisdom to have the foresight to prevent it ahead of time.
All we're going to say is NRL, Seth, as a rabbit farmer, we can tell you the fathers don't usually actually eat the babies.
Concerning that you had to specify the fathers.
That's the myth around them, is that you have to get fathers out while they're pregnant, or else they'll eat the babies.
Oh, okay.
What about the mothers? When the babies are dead, do the mothers eat the babies?
So the real question... No, they don't. They just leave them there.
Okay.
Yeah, so the real question we've got, like we were thinking, oh my god, are you running off of rabbit mythology right here and thinking that male Harengon used to eat the female, or eat the babies, or whatever?
No, I had no clue about that.
No,
oh, good.
Seth was just going along the lines of, can they tell the Harengon babies apart from the actual rabbit babies?
Yes, definitely. Why? Yes. Because rabbit,
and this one's a Harengon baby.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
Heron baby. Rabbit.
What's that mean? I need you to tell me the difference between these two things, and the person sitting there like, I don't see a difference.
Corporate needs you to determine the difference between these two images.
I can see that being a Fae corporate thing. Like the Fae show a picture of a Harengon and a picture of rabbit. What's the difference between these two things?
The same all right. So, what conclusions did you guys come to about all this while we were gone?
Torna is now very hungry again, and dipped a bit of beef jerky, or a bit of jerky, into the broth, and is curious. I'm curious what the broth is, honestly.
We have three conclusions. The first is W, the second is T, the third is F.
Oh my god.
And that is the conclusion for Oleg, obviously, that is now noted officially in his notebook, that the same way Harengon can eat rabbits, Verdan can eat goblins.
Oleg, no. There's a vast difference between a rabbit and a goblin.
He didn't tell us that. He just put it in his notebook.
Yeah.
This is something that's going to come up later.
Yeah.
Oleg's going to start referring to the goblin archer as emergency rations.
Hey, where's my snack?
Maybe he's gonna keep his archer, because, the archer, he raised it as a pet.
Oh god. Please do start referring to it as emergency rations.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Hey, we have already established that Oleg is gonna, learn from the ethics of his co-people, because that's all he can do. And that was clearly a very good lesson for him. He's very, very grateful.
That was clearly a lesson that Oleg needed. Yes, yes.
Learned from experience that if he tries to correct Oleg to be like, no, they have to be, something like they have to be like dumb animals or something like, it's going to make it worse, not better. It's going to somehow actually be worse.
We just collectively
he's gonna go around and ask the goblins if they're smart.
Yeah,
We-
something like that.
We
Something
have
ridiculous.
We have collectively just watched Oleg learn that a full-grown potato willingly sacrificed himself for the good of the community.
On the altar of the pot.
A fully grown potato. He's a grown-ass potato. He can make his own decisions.
Pretty much, yes.
He had to restore his potato honor.
Also, Shy, I think there was a missed opportunity to say ladles and gentle potatoes.
Oh my god.
This
So
is the potato pot episode.
What does the broth taste like?
It tastes like meat, mostly.
Just fair warning. Oleg is trotting off to the rest of the people from the camp because he has to measure skulls.
What?
He's measuring their intelligence.
I told you I didn't tell like that.
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
No.
please tell us we're not inventing phrenology over here.
I said I've learned from experience not to do that because it's going to make it worse.
Oh my god.
In that case, Oleg wouldn't go, but he would just go over to the goblins and measure their stomachs.
Are you using a set of old-style calipers to do this? Did you get into, I don't know, someone's toolbox?
No, he probably would just use a rope that he finds around.
Oh my god.
This is 3 knots. Something like that.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Oleg? I'm just measuring you for uniforms. Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is amazing. So what are you going to do? You are in town square. There are several merchants around that you can buy from, and it appears that they may or may not have crops you don't have.
Ooh.
I want to know what
they
they
a lot
have.
to do then.
They have a lot. Like, they have a lot of various different things. Mostly different types of tubers. For obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the general store.
Huh?
I'm down with the general store. Let's go see this.
They have almost...
I'm afraid that whatever I buy is going to be cursed in some way. Although this scenario, one could argue, is already extremely cursed.
They have almost any typical farm animal you could think of. So if you don't have that in the colony...
They don't have a potato cow?
They do not have a potato cow, sorry.
What kind of animals do they have, though?
Huh?
What do they have?
They have all sorts of plants and crops, mostly tubers. They also, you will notice, walking through, they have some... They look like mechanical horses that are pulling plows along.
Alright, I have one thing that I want to buy. I do not have fruit from my own community. That is the only thing I will buy. I heard orange trees earlier.
Yes, they have oranges and apples.
I will take oranges.
I'll buy some of that too.
Yeah?
And what kind of tubers do they have?
Literally any tuber that you could possibly think of. Come up with one. Oca, yam, sweet potato, radish, turnip.
I'm pulling up the wiki.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking what I have, or rather what Oleg has.
Ah, yes.
Wait, you had the
Bamboos
seed,
are tuber?
thing for him, right?
Not really.
They're
What
grass.
say again?
You had a seed list for Oleg.
Yeah, he has a seed list. Here. 2 seconds.
Ginger, daikon radishes,
Yeah?
turmeric. I think someone already mentioned that.
We did not, but that's a good one.
Oh.
That's the wrong one. One moment.
I cannot be the only one that notices the robots. What the hell's up with the robots?
You asked this to your Mr. Yamington? Oh, they've been around the whole time. Always been as long as anybody can remember. Usually, back in the day, we apparently had some fights with them, but that ain't happened in forever.
You said they were spraying some obnoxious stuff. Like, were they spraying like the fields?
Yeah, spraying the field, spraying around in the plants, so on and so forth. Relevant pictures has Oleg's crop list.
Thanks.
I don't know that I have. Well, yeah. Can I check out an area that was recently sprayed
Yeah.
and investigate it in some manner?
Yes. 2 seconds.
What do I want to check it for? It's hard to describe. I
Pesticide.
mainly want to see if it's just regular fluid or if it seems to have some magical potion-y thing to it.
Oh, it's weird. It's not regular water or what have you. You can roll an investigation, a nature, or an arcana.
It's a chemical.
Wait a minute. If we're talking chemicals, can I bust in with the alchemist supplies expertise?
Yes, you can.
Hell yeah.
What would give me better results, nature or arcana?
31.
Either one equally is good. Alchemist supply is actually the one you really want for this one. So good for you, Aldous.
Yay.
Alchemist supplies came through, because I didn't.
Lol.
Expertise is awesome.
Anybody have anything else?
Full Arcana.
For the...
You are entitled to roll Arcana if you want. So Flicker, you can tell that the fluid that's being poured all over it is like filled with life, like necromancy and enchantment.
Okay.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. Healing magic's necromancy.
Yes, anything that controls life and death is necromancy. And
I think they're
you have
the plants.
you have a feeling that it's some kind of alchemical magical fluid that they dispense around. However, in Ase, your keen understanding of alchemical substances leads you to believe that this is some kind of bolstering agent that fertilizes the land and makes everything sprout up considerably faster. And more yummy.
Wait.
Yeah.
You mean faster than even being this far west would make it grow?
Some of their plants you can see visibly growing.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to take as many notes as I can to perhaps reproduce the substance.
It's concentrated essence of the West.
Is it possible I could get a sample?
It's magical miracle grow. Good lord, it's magical miracle grow.
What do you mean they're spraying it all over the place? I suppose so. Our buddy just knows that we can't go out round where they aren't, or else our kids don't grow.
I'm gonna add sample of magic miracle grow to my inventory.
Do it. From West University.
West University.
Yes.
Done.
Alright. So, anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah, so Oleg wants to buy ginger, turmeric, potatoes, yams, okra, parsnips, sweet potatoes, and turnips.
Write them all down on your list.
Yeah.
The sentient or non-sentient variety?
Non-sentient.
That's gonna be
They're selling children at the general
I
store.
don't think Oleg would care.
We're going to be asking those questions when we get back home. Like, hey, was this walking around a few minutes ago before you started cooking it?
Did that potato blink at me?
Yeah. What are you talking about? The only plants that walk are the ones that you made, Torner.
No, they are not.
Not anymore.
Oh, jeez. This is amazing.
Truly, there has been a Cambrian explosion of sentient plant life.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah. Whose fault is that, Torner?
Hey,
so,
we needed help, damn it. I do not regret this decision.
I don't.
so
either.
as you're gathering up all of these seed tubers, you're asked, what do you got for it? Olek?
Yeah, how much do they cost? What do you need? What do you want?
You know, I could use some blankets. What are you carrying around?
Lots of stuff. Let's see. So we have tents,
Absolutely
we have
nothing.
covers, we have blankets, we have everything. Let me see.
Everything you were carrying on you went away.
No, but that's not stuff I carry. That's stuff that is in the group.
In the cart. Yeah, in the
cart.
cart.
From the trip to the west. We have a sheet. Oh, we have a document for this stuff.
Yeah, where is the document? Can someone link it?
Right, one moment.
Yes. Yes!
I'm
where
going through.
where should I put it? Relevant pictures or?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm going through my mountain of D&D tabs. Thank you. How much?
All right.
how much
So
is
I
orange
don't
cost?
know what you guys like. I have this thing called Happy Cheese, and I have all kinds of stuff. I have whetstones, I have cheese presses, I have fishing tackles, I have a shovel, I have an axe, I have hammer, I have saw, I have sledgehammers, I have crowbars, I have barrels, I have baskets, I have bottles of spiced wine, I have bedrolls, I have blankets, I have a climber's kit, and yeah.
Wait, how many saws you got?
Let's see.
Just one.
I have one saw, and a hammer, and a sledgehammer, and a crowbar, and 4 barrels, and 4 baskets, and a bottle of spiced wine. I have 4 bedrolls, 4 blankets, a climber's kit, a whetstone, a large cheese press. I have a handsaw, I have a grappling hook, I have a share, I have a sewing needle. Yeah.
I'll give you, for that saw and that sledgehammer, I'll give you, what do you say, half a crop of each. What you asked for.
What is a half a crop?
About 16 barrows.
Sounds good.
That's a lot.
A saw
Good.
and a sledgehammer, and what else?
You over at the Yamington farm? See you traveling around with them.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. I have it delivered by tonight. After the dinner and the dessert portion. As he shifts himself in his chair.
Thanks so much. What a wonderful deal.
Have a great day. Y'all come back now, you hear? So, yes, you will now have, what will basically amount to like a half an acre of each of those things.
That's more than enough.
Yeah, they don't actually value food very highly. They clearly value tools a lot more.
I was about to say, I've got...
And they don't seem to have money at all.
I was expecting bartering anyway.
Okay,
The
so
area's
he
not very
asked for a hammer and a
mineral-rich.
saw, right?
Sledgehammer.
Huh?
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer
Sledge and
and
saw.
Alright.
Boy's gonna do some work. Some clearing.
Nice.
Since I kind of brought the bare essentials, how much can I get for like selling like some block and tackle and some shovels in terms of oranges?
They don't know. They don't understand the reason for block and tackle.
Isn't that for like lifting heavy things, which makes certain constructions easier to do? Something
Oh
like that.
wait.
Yeah, it's a
Wait,
pulley.
no, sorry, we're thinking fishing tackle. Our
Yeah.
bad. No, they got block and tackle. It's not very valuable to the guys that you go for. What are you trying to get specifically?
Just orange seeds, really.
Oh, orange seeds. What was that other thing you got?
I'm looking at what I brought on the chart. Block and tackle, tankards, a couple shovels, a couple mining picks, a couple sledgehammers.
He likes him some shovels and picks.
Yeah, I got 2 of each of those. How much can I get for 1 of each? 1 shovel, 1 mining pick, 1 sledgehammer.
2 seconds.
You know, if you wanted oranges, you could have just asked Oleg.
Oh, you have oranges?
Oh, yeah.
I did know you had fruit. I didn't know you had oranges.
There's very little that Oleg doesn't have.
That is a good point.
At least as far as, like, crops and stuff go, yeah.
No, go ahead and buy some oranges. It's good for you.
Yeah.
He'll sell
oranges never hurt.
He'll sell you 300 orange seeds for, what was that other thing you had? For a shovel and a pick?
1 of each, shovel, pick, sledgehammer.
Okay, yeah. He'll sell you 300 orange seeds for that.
Cool, I'll just write that down. -1 of pick, shovel, hammer. 300 pounds of seeds?
300
seeds.
seeds.
300 seeds, sorry. More than anything else, I'm curious to see if these oranges from this region are going to have any side effects.
We're gonna be better.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, anybody want to search around for anything else? Any animals? Any shady deals?
I was thinking about using Speak with Plants on the plants that are being sprayed with this strange substance to see what I find.
Ooh.
Okay, what do you ask them?
Do you like being grown like this?
So, everybody, how you doing? You feeling all right? How you
I'm
doing?
doing amazing.
Amazing. All right.
I'm doing so great. Oh my god, it's amazing here.
Wow.
Truly, we are living in a golden age.
Golden age, yeah. All right.
Deliriously happy. Every plant you talk to, every plant you communicate, deliriously happy. Like they're on crack 24/7.
I was just about to say, does that mean fertilizer is like cracked plants?
I guess we'll find out when we get home and you can more in detail analyze that weird fluid. Compared to other plants that I've spoken to throughout my life, this just seems does this seem like par for the course?
Yeah, no, this is quite exceptional.
Oh god.
Plants in the West in general are a little aggressive and a little outgoing compared to most plants in the core, but this is a bit excessive.
I'm sorry, I can't not laugh at... Yeah, these trees are pretty aggressive. They grow quite mean.
Guys, you had to fluke your way around a maze of trees that would kill you, so...
I know, but like the default tree just being like, yeah, I'm growing, but I'm mean doing it. I'm making a face at you.
I'm growing and it's everybody else's problem.
Taking this soil down. No, but even these plants that you're talking to around here, Torner, they're even a bit excessive for the West.
I want to take a look at the automatons.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you just approach an automaton? How are you taking a look at it?
Well, I want to find one that isn't currently in use because I don't want to annoy these people.
Well, any automaton you see is just idling around doing general work. The people don't use them.
Right. I was wondering if maybe I could find one that's just currently not doing anything, that way I don't interrupt the work, but if not, that's fine. I just kind of want to examine, the construction, how's it powered, that kind of stuff.
Roll an investigation?
I am proficient in thieves, tinkers, masons, smiths, alchemists, and carpenters. Do any of those help?
Sorry, roll that back again. Say that.
Thieves' tools, tinker's tools, mason's tools, smith's tools, alchemist supplies, and carpenter's tools. And we'll add guidance.
So, 21?
Yep.
Well, you notice that many of these automaton have parts that have to be new. As in, they must have been made on site.
Where are they
Maybe not here in this rural agrarian utopia, but, well, this rural agrarian dystopia, but certainly nowhere outside. They must have been made in the university.
Right, because we're in the university, so I'm thinking, where are they getting the materials for this? What were they made of? Metal, ceramics, wood?
Metal. They're made of metal.
Interesting.
So what I'm taking away from this situation is we have automatons walking around spraying crack in impoverished plant communities.
I don't know, this doesn't seem very impoverished if you ask me. It seems like they have all the food that they need for several lifetimes.
They're literally made of food, yeah. I see the point.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem to be quite happy with their lives, actually.
Like, for medieval fantasy, having this much food constantly all the time, that does not seem like impoverished.
What about the
you also know that they can't breed out. They can't reproduce outside of wherever it's sprayed.
Yeah, that was mentioned.
Didn't you say that their kids wouldn't grow if they were where it was sprayed?
If they weren't where it was sprayed.
Okay.
Oh, I heard
Their
that
kids don't grow outside of wherever it's sprayed.
So the plants themselves aren't going to grow up into little critters if we take them out. It's the spray that's making them grow up. Grow into sentient tubers.
It sounds like the sentient...
Roll an insight, NRL.
It sounds like the plant, the food people need the miracle grow, but the miracle grow doesn't necessarily make them into plant people. That's what food people. That's what
NRL, you think that Aldous is probably closer on this one. You don't think that the yams that they're eating and them are necessarily the same people.
Alright. Just a thought.
You'll notice they have pigs and sheep and cattle and normal plants and oranges, and you don't think that the yams that they're feeding you are them.
We were led here by the Rabbitars, right?
Yes, they do business with them.
Right.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything else to say here. What's next on the agenda?
The cartographer! I would like to go see the cartographer. Get some maps for...
The cartographer! The cartographer is a surprisingly thin Oka woman who seems a bit surprised when you come on and goes, "Oh, there's something you want?"
Yes, ma'am. I would like to see the maps of the area, if you have any.
Oh, well, there's only the one. Come on in. Most everybody always knows it, but I never stop drawing them, she says, leading you on over to a big table with it looks like a large, roundish region that seems to be composed mostly of small forests and farmsteads.
Alright.
It's the Bull Valley that you're in right now.
Yeah.
Just the local map.
Is there anything interesting on it?
Oh. Are you asking her if there's anything interesting?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, what do you consider interesting?
Anything that looks out of the ordinary.
is there a wizard's tower in the university?
Well, on the far northern side, you'll notice that there is an area that is labeled the Machine Goddess Cave.
Interesting.
Okay.
And that's basically it. They are not an exciting community. You can tell that these potato people have probably been living basically the same as they're living now since the collapse.
What would you like in exchange for a copy of one of your maps?
Oh, well, what do you got? It's always good to get some new cloth for the map making.
I'm afraid I have no cloth anymore.
Let's see. Oh, we do have. Oh, never mind.
Was not expecting to need to bring trade supplies.
We told you guys specifically to bring trade supplies.
I thought I had something, but apparently not.
I remember no such thing, but you probably said it.
I have some grindstones, a mortar and pestle, a crowbar, some dice sets, a wooden chess set, some iron pots, some buckets,
Did I?
some
Roll
lamps.
diplomacy. Roll diplomacy.
Alright. That's not a skill in D&D.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh, no.
No, she wants cloth. She needs more cloth to make more maps.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright, alright.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't sell her my weaver's tools then.
No, she's not a weaver. She's a cartographer.
Right.
Okay, how badly do we want this map?
I mean, we've probably got one of the key details. You know, we can go explore that place. Doesn't sound like if it's anything outside of the valley. Doesn't sound like there's much of anything else on it.
While Inarl is trying to trade, I want to make sure that I get a very good, long, hard look at that map, because if we're desperate, I'll just use magical tinkering and duplicate the map from memory.
Jeez. Guys are underhanded. Lady's just trying to make an honest living as a map maker in a town where everybody knows where everything is.
What does she use to draw the maps?
Paint.
Okay. Because we do have 5 boxes of charcoal, and I was thinking, oh, she could use those for, drawing. But no.
Wait. One moment. No, sorry, she's not interested in your dirty charcoal.
in the dirty cooked wood.
There's an artist that lives on the edge of the main community that might be interested in
Wait
might
a second.
have some cloth for your charcoal.
Wait a second. Shy?
Yeah.
The wild ostrich eggs were all covered in silk and yellow cloth.
Yes, but that's used to pad them. That's why when I saw it, I was like, oh wait, we could
change
never
the
mind.
padding, because I think we have a sheep or two with us. Put the wool of them in and take the silken cloth and give it for the map making.
Ooh.
Did anybody bring sheep?
Did people bring sheep?
Oh no! And another thing, what a bedroll. I mean, it's not like super cloth, but the bedroll is still like something you can draw on. Or
You just don't want to go on a crosstown trade quest, don't you?
How about we use the bedrolls as padding?
No momento.
I would rather not disturb the eggs.
We're over here legit struggling to wonder if this is a galaxy brain move or if this is like completely and totally ridiculous move. and we're not sure which it is yet.
That sounds very Alekian.
Roll thieves tools. No, roll a sleight of hand. Roll a sleight of hand. You need stable hands to get the cut properly to get this solid contiguous piece of cloth out without damaging it.
Okay, wait a second. Sleight of hand, normal roll, yeah?
Normal roll, yes.
Okay, and also give me some inspiration here or something.
Shy, I've sent you a DM.
Don't worry, I'm your backup. We'll see whether or not you need it though.
This is getting real weird.
31 sleight of hand, I don't need it.
Yeah, no, I think it might be good.
Oh my god.
Good fucking lord. Expertise goes brrrr.
Alright, so yes, you were able to get a couple of maps worth of cloth, a silken cloth out for this lady, who thereafter gives you a map of the area. It not only has the mouth of the machine goddess cave, but it has several other nice little locations that she adds to it, since the cloth you gave her was so high quality. Little bits of note, like where the best apple pie in town is, and where the sweetest springs are that bubble up forth from the ground, and last but not least, the place where you can get the best view of the whole valley. Again, these people don't have money, so they're very simple and.
Yeah, but hey, we got like all kinds of bonuses. So Alec is all giddy and embraces her and jumps around and he's like, "Yay! Apple pie!"
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Very exciting.
Don't mind if I do.
Right. So, what's your next job? Are you going to the mouth of the machine goddess cave?
Where else was there to go? Sorry.
I'll be right back. Mom's calling.
Well, there's the whole ass valley to go around. And, of course, you should stop in back to the town square, because things are starting to kick up.
Uh-oh.
So as you leave the cartographer, you see that people are gathering around the communal stew, and the mayor has a giant ladle, and he's passing it out to everybody who has a bowl who's coming up to it.
Cool.
Do you want to eat some of the stew?
No.
Oleg has just learned that he can eat goblins, and so why wouldn't he eat potatoes?
Yes, because goblins and potatoes are a perfect comparison across. We love this. Yes, please.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have a face inside my stomach being like, "Oh no."
You know what? Fuck it. I'll give it a shot. I will go get some stew.
I'll hold the line for you. If you come too late, I'll hold the line for you. You can join.
I have a bad feeling, so I'm just gonna put my hand on Torner's shoulder for guidance and just wish him good luck.
Are you not eating any of the community stew, friend? Mr. Yamington asks you all this. It's delicious.
I've eaten my fill already.
Sounds like you don't work too terribly hard if you're already full.
Shots fired!
No, I just don't need to eat that much. He takes another swig from his coffee. Like it's fucking alcohol.
Oh my god. Anybody else eating from the communal soup?
Is it a crime not to eat from the communal soup?
Huh?
Are they gonna, put him in the stocks for not eating for the communal soup?
No.
Oh yeah, remember the rules of the hospitality thing. That's what he had to. That's what the potato had to.
No,
get boiled for.
because he laid hands on a guest and drew their blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, they don't bleed though.
Which is why he also said he drew their sap.
Oh,
They understand the concept.
gotcha.
Because remember, they have animals that they slaughter and eat too.
Sure. It's just when he cut off his thumb, it didn't sound like it was bleeding, so...
It did not bleed, yeah.
Speaking of, is his thumb growing at all, or is it still...
He has a thumb again.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Does it, though?
It makes
Does
sense
it
why
really?
you would be concerned about it.
Which one of us ate the thumb? I have to know.
Two seconds.
Apparently my microphone...
Calden ate the thumb.
Oh, great.
Yes, he's
Congratulations, Calden. You've eaten a sapient entity. Or at least a part of it. And now, whoever is partaking of the community stew is eating part of a sapient entity also.
Yes, Izeth, you were whispering to me? Is she having mic problems?
No, she was. I think she was wishing that you were the one that got the thumb.
Right.
All right. So what happens while I'm eating the stew?
Who in the party eats the communal stew?
I will, I have a feeling I want to cast, like, Detect Magic before I eat, though.
Oh, let me just...
2 seconds.
I think Oleg said that he was going to.
I'm asking Seth, are you partaking of the pea potato stew?
Pea potatoes too. Yes!
The pea potato stew.
So are you detecting magic?
Yeah.
Strong conjuration.
Seth is partaking.
On the stew?
Yes, the stew has an aura of strong aura of conjuration magic.
Fuck.
Do you let Aldous know this?
Yeah.
Now, do I have a spell I could use to assist you in any regard?
You
No,
identify?
not prepared.
Fuck.
What we think is super funny is that originally there would have been a character who has all of the magical and cooking knowledge that would allow her to tell you exactly what this stew is.
Am I proficient in cook's utensils? No, I'm not.
I don't.
Wait, like babushka or something?
No,
Pow.
Pao Yu was the magical chef, remember?
Yeah.
I need to learn cook's supplies. Cook's utensils.
So anybody who actually eats from the thing, you have a nice meal. It's extremely filling, and all of you are immune to being poisoned, diseased, or targeted with anything that requires a Constitution save for the next 24 hours.
Nice!
I feel
What did
great.
I miss?
Holy shit!
I'm back now. What did I miss?
Apparently,
Did you eat the community stew?
Yes, and I would have tried the stew out of curiosity.
Are you having a full bowl of it?
I mean, if it tastes good, she'll eat it.
It does taste good. It tastes delicious.
Then she'll have a bowl of it.
It's a fucking hearty stew. What are you talking about?
Well, it's one of those things that she did see someone painstakingly peel themselves before dropping in, so, a little hesitant on, like, is this going to taste right? Alright, yeah, I can eat this.
It tastes delicious. It's super fucking delicious. Anybody who eats a full bowl of the stew is immune to poison, disease, or anything that requires a constitution save for the next 24 hours.
Well,
Nice.
at first, I was concerned about the morality of eating a peat potato stew, but now that I know that there's a mechanical benefit...
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We keep being pulled away.
Oh boy. So what else did I miss?
What were the benefits one more time, guys? It was poisoned and something about...
Disease.
And it
Poison,
was
disease, anything that requires a constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
On our part.
Actually,
24 hours.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, 24 hours.
I'm like, actually kind of don't need that. But then watch it be the one time I roll a 1.
But you know what, though? You didn't need it, or did you?
Nope.
Well, so it's not like you need it.
No.
Well, now that we've eaten, maybe, what are we doing next?
Does that mean these people, if we eat the people, you get the constitution? Is that the secret ingredient? Is the Soylent Green?
I kind of doubt it. I'm pretty sure there's more to the soup than the population.
Unless they're having daily executions, I don't think that's part of it.
Well, but hold on, though, because we ate from their house with the food that they grew in this area. The stew is made from everybody's spoils, and apparently pea potatoes.
We'll have to check the cauldron. Maybe the cauldron's got something to do with it.
Ooh, that's a good question.
It is also possible that it's just a soup that, it's been made for so long, like it's been cooking, and they've just been adding water, adding food, it gets low, they add more water, they add more food, it's just like,
So what you're
all
saying
these
is once the
flavors
broth
and stuff mixed
is thick
together.
enough- once the broth is thick enough, it becomes magical.
Yeah, or at least, helps reinforce your body.
Interesting. Conjuration magic, though?
Yeah, strong conjuration.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what has conjuration magic?
The stew had a
stew-
strong sense of conjuration magic.
Is this Hero's
Oh.
Feast?
No, Hero's Feast would give us temp HP, too.
Well, it could still be based on that. Hero's Feast is
Based on it,
conjuration
yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Cured of all diseases and becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes wisdom saves with advantage, and gets a hit point maximum increase for 24 hours.
Yeah, retooled Hero's Feast.
Yeah.
Honestly, out of character, it seems like the cauldron might be the source of that.
I want to find out when Shy gets back.
Did he mention whether or not we're allowed to go back for seconds, or is it just one bowl?
think
I don't think you can double dip on effects.
I don't.
No.
Well, we wouldn't be able to double dip on effects, but I believe we could go back for seconds.
And just keep it, just get a bowl for the road?
No,
See if the
no,
magic- See if the magic stays?
no. I doubt it would stay.
Yeah. The further west we go,
Why did you eat from the stew, Flicker? I would have figured your character of all people wouldn't, to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I still
And I have
haven't
to
decided
be
whether I
honest,
want to
I have
actually
to agree
eaten
with
it.
Aldis here. I am absolutely surprised about Inaral 2. Like, what the hell?
I
First
mean,
they need a
apparently
course in don't eat your own baby bunnies, and then they eat potato people.
I mean, druids, they could speak with plants, and apparently this stuff exists in, like, full sentient conversation, so I guess maybe the druid's just kind of used to eating things that she knows in the back of her mind can talk. Good
that's
God.
why you don't cast. That's why you don't cast speak with animals when you're doing your slaughter work.
Having to instruct young fledgling druids not to cast Speak with Plants at the dinner table.
Yeah. Don't speak with plants when you're getting set up for dinner.
Wouldn't that speak with dead at that point?
Depends on
No,
the plant.
depends on the plant. Because we have established that tubers, they're still alive, they're still growing. They're good.
Well, you have to boil root vegetables. You have to cook the shit out of them.
I figured there would be an awkward conversation. Why'd you pull me out of the ground? What's going on? Why is there hot water over there?
What's that dunking
What are you
sound?
doing with that?
Oh god!
Oh my god! Ah!
This is... D&D just means that the annoying orange universe is canon.
Should I just get back?
We're considering moral implications of being a druid eating plants when they can cast Speak with Plants and have intelligent conversations with them.
No, you cannot have intelligent conversations with plants. Plants do not have the requisite intelligence to have them.
Fair enough. Roleplay just makes that awkward.
Plants do not understand things like complex conversational topics.
Sure.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
can tell you what stepped on them and which direction it probably went. Or how they're feeling, or what they might need more of.
Even so,
But-
plants having feelings. Still.
So yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. Where were we?
I have to add one more comment to this, which is that fruit trees are probably the most moral because the whole point of the fruit is for animals to eat them and spread seeds.
No, definitely not. All trees are chemical warfare experts that viciously and savagely seed the entire area with their own chemical concoctions that specifically kill everything in that area except for them and their children.
dear God, that just got dark. Holy shit.
Wow.
Absolutely. You like to think that the atrocities that we make are bad? You have nothing on the plant kingdom. Nothing.
Chemical weapons, capsaicin, yeah, peppers, yeah.
Peppers are to hurt
Caffeine.
mammals. Peppers are to hurt mammals. Caffeine is to kill bugs. Nicotine is to hurt bugs.
I was talking about fruit.
Pine needles and fruit leaves and things like that. Every time they fall, they poison the land around them and destroy everything in the soil and make it so only that type of tree can grow there. The likes of which the arms race has been so long, for millions and millions of years, that other plants have actually started to adapt to learn to grow underneath pine trees and fruit trees. Remember that the pepper is perfectly fine with our chickens eating it because our chickens can't digest the seed. But if you're a mammal, it will literally try to burn your face off with chemicals.
Oh, that's
So, wasn't somebody about to investigate that cauldron before we get into, the war crimes of plants?
yeah. We wanted to find out
Strong conjuration magic.
We wanted to find out if the cauldron was the source of the magic or if it was the food itself.
That would require a nature roll.
Ooh.
You need a hand on this?
If I look at it with detect magic, does it
We already told you,
All
strong
right.
conjuration.
still conjuration? All right,
Strong conjuration.
let's
Who's got the
What do I
best
got for
nature in the party? I've got a +5.
probably not me, but
I'm not-
I
I
got,
got
a 5.
+5. Yeah, on
Oh,
nature.
If you're
I've got a
proficient, that would be...
+6.
You're proficient, right, Seth?
Yeah.
Alright, you're the one to do the roll then.
Alright. Hey, Naro, go check out that pot.
We'll add 2 to that, make that 21.
It would appear as though the magic comes from the concoction itself.
Alright,
Perhaps a particularly long brewing stew or something like that. Maybe the energy of the entire community at large in it has given it some sort of magic. But for whatever reason, the stew itself is magic.
My speculation was because it was made of people potatoes.
Daily
It's stewed
sacrifice.
literally with soul.
Daily
You
sacrifice.
cannot,
Great pod.
with a roll like that, you can neither confirm nor deny.
Earl's just gonna nod and go, I told you it was just because they were cooking it for so long. Because that's what I guess, that it's just been, something they've been cooking, adding stuff to, refilling, cooking. It's just like, and that's what made the soup so good.
As you do.
What about that whole, what was that metal god thing?
The machine goddess?
The metal goddess thing. What's the,
she's the goddess of the machines, I suppose. We acknowledge her, but we don't really talk about her, worship her very often. But the machines, the robots, go back, and when they come out, they're good again.
Good again? Well, what do you mean?
Yeah, they work.
Oh, they work.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you was talking about something bad there for a second.
No.
Yeah, they go rogue, go to the cave, and they come back out good.
You did mention that whole war a little while ago, so, how long ago was that?
The war? No, just some conflicts here and there until everything sorted itself out. And now the weird folk are coming and bringing all sorts of problems.
Well, what do you think, Ash? Should we go talk to this metal goddess?
I guess we could see what she has to say. She might have quite a bit of information if she's talkative.
Is there any rules against us going up there, buddy?
Nah.
Might be able to acquire some useful tools in our current warfare.
Warfare? Don't
Against
you bring none of that to this place.
No.
I was going to say, we should probably try not to get them too involved, because this place is rather peaceful compared to most places we've been.
Now, this is all happening outside. We ain't gonna bring nothing in here.
Heck, we'll try to take the weird folk out if they're causing that much trouble. We'll take the weird folk with us on the way out.
That might be for the best if you can get rid of them.
They were already.
I'm not weird.
You're not weird, Oleg. Don't worry, we weren't talking about taking you out.
So, you are setting your adventures on the lair of the machine goddess?
Yes.
Excellent. So with that, we think we're gonna cut this one short because honestly, we don't have the machine goddess part planned out. So yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. Remember to help each other. Everybody, feel free to say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.